Alright, I'm going to start off by saying thanks for watching this video. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but I want this to make you think and make you look into some things on your own. And if you come up with the same conclusions that I do, then hey, maybe you'll come across this as a good investment like I have. But let's start. I've got three mutual funds / ETFs here that I'm going to present to you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them, tell you why I've invested in them, and why I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into these positions, because I feel that these are going to help to grow my wealth over time, as well as the individual stocks and some other positions that I hold in my account. So let's just jump right in here. First one, Fidelity Large Cap Growth Index Fund, ticker symbol FSPGX. You're going to notice here it's a large cap growth. Year-to-date performance, 9%. Lifetime of the fund is averaging 21%, almost 22% a year. Last year it had a really good year at 39.7%. The 3-year performance, 22.95%. That's a great annualized return in my opinion. This fund has only been around since June 2016. Top 10 holdings, it has 468 holdings, so it's really diversified. But the top 10, in my opinion, are just some quality companies. You have Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Alphabet, which is Google, Visa, Nvidia, and MasterCard. I just feel this is a great mutual fund, and it should be a part of everybody's portfolio, in my opinion. Of course, do your own due diligence, see if you think it's a good fit for yourself, but I've got it in mind. See what's next. We have ARK Innovation ETF, ARKK. This is another good one in my opinion. I've had it in my portfolio for a while. I know it's down from its all-time highs, but that doesn't concern me one bit. Let's take a quick look at some things. It's comprised of 55 holdings, so it's fairly diversified, not as diversified as the large cap fund, of course, but it does offer some diversification, and this is all going to be some really good growth type companies that Kathy Wood has and her team have identified as, having a bright future. So let's see what they've got. They've got Tesla, Teladoc, Roku, Square, Shopify, Zoom, Twilio, Coinbase, Spotify, and Zillow. Every single one of those companies, in my opinion, are going to be around for 50 years. I don't see any company listed there that is not going to succeed and is not going to, grow over the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That's why ARKK is in my account. Let's see what we got next. I have not selected this because of the semiconductor shortage. I have been invested in this for a couple years now. It is the Fidelity Select Semiconductors Portfolio Fund. It doesn't cost very much to get into this. There's no transaction fee. There's no minimum to buy. You could start with $10 in this fund if you wanted to. It's got a really good rating, 4 out of 5 stars. It's a higher return, average to below average expenses. Let's see what we've got here. Year-to-date performance right now sitting at 15.85% since January. Last year it got 68%. The 3-year average is 29%. The 5-year average is 32%. 10-year average is 21%. And here's what I love. Life of the fund, 13.87%. This fund is not new. It's been around since 1985, so it has a lot of years, a lot of good years. A lot of years along there to really show that life of the fund average. I feel like this one has a bright future. Semiconductors with tech, it's going to be a part of this world for a long time, in my opinion. So I see it just continuing to grow. Why don't we take a look and see what some of the holdings are. So you can see it's not as diversified as either of the two we looked at so far. It has 40 holdings, 40 investments, and let's see what they are. We've got Nvidia, Micron, NXP Semiconductors, Lam Research Corp, Intel, ON Semiconductor, Marvell Tech Group, Microchip Tech, Qualcomm, Broadcom. These are just some solid companies in the semiconductor industry. Now you could go out and you could just say, hey, I just want to pick one or two of these and invest in them. That's fine. You know, I like to be a stock picker as well. I have a lot of individual stocks positions also. But I'll tell you what, when it comes to something like this, I would much rather just buy the fund, buy the ETF that invests in all these, and then just be diversified. It's going to really help. You might not have those stocks that have the 20% up days here and there, but you're going to have the slow and steady growth, and that's what I'm looking for. I really feel like this should be a part of everybody's long-term portfolio. Let's see what's next. We've got Fidelity Disruptors Fund. Now this is something that I noticed they come up with about a year ago, so they're newer. They sent out a memo saying that they'd created 4 or 5 disruptor funds in different categories. They had a finance, a communications, a tech, and another one. I forgot what the other one was. But this is kind of like the all-encompassing one. It features a little bit of all those categories. So this gave me the most diversification in the Disruptors Fund. Basically, this is investing in companies that look to change the way things go in different aspects. It's a large growth. Year-to-date performance is 10%. Last year we had 47% gains. You'll see life of the fund is almost 61%. And like I was saying, this is a new fund. It was just created last year. It's large cap growth. I really like this one. It has 208 holdings, so it does offer some pretty good diversity. Let's take a look at the top 10 that they have. Taiwan Semiconductors, Alphabet, which is Google, Facebook, Tencent Holdings, Amazon.com, Nvidia, Microsoft, Signature Bank, T-Mobile, Capital One Finance Corp., just to name a few. So definitely here's 3 or 4 that you can look into yourself. I feel like I'd mentioned before, these should be part of most people's portfolio. These do offer higher return potentials, and that's what I like about them the most. So take a look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting out more content like this in the future. Mainly do gardening videos, but I've been investing since early 2000s, and I just want to share some of my passions and some of the ideas I come across to try to help other investors seek better performance.